And that's why Batman's parents suck.
Yeah, you make a good point.
Yeah.
So Andy, this here is the most important issue of Batman maybe ever published.
Of all time?
Of all time.
The most important Batman, and this is the one.
This is the one, the most important one to me personally. Let's qualify that.
No, I think it's the most important one maybe of all time.
Well, I'll tell you why it's important to me, because this is like, let me set up the story here. I've actually got 2 copies of this thing.
One for me, one for you.
But this here, this one, yeah, you can hold on to that. This one
Chill.
This one in front of us is the one that I picked up off of a gas station newsstand on a family trip in 1986.
That's the glory days.
I don't remember where we were going, but if you recall.
Was it a station wagon? With Woody on the side? Wood on the side?
No, I didn't have one of those. I was probably in a truck, actually. It was probably in the back of our, we had a truck with a cab in the back. We'd go on long family trips. And so every gas station I went to, I'd just run in there, scan the racks for whatever comics were on the racks. I had no conception of comics being weekly or monthly or whatever. I was just like, what's here on the rack? And 1986.
Batman.
Yeah. Issue 400.
400.
Yeah, the anniversary issue 400.
400.
And I didn't know that this was special.
A murderer's row of the greatest creators of all time.
Yeah, not only that, but a murderer's row of the greatest villains, because
that's right.
What we're going to see is like he has to take on all his villains in this issue again. But you know, I saw this on the rack and was immediately drawn. In fact, not the first time. It's like this happened again, but I was immediately drawn to this cover because of
that's our man.
The painting by Bill Sienkiewicz.
Bill Sienkiewicz.
Didn't know who Bill was at the time. Had no idea.
Yeah.
This happened to me again. We can talk about it in another show. When I saw the cover of Elektra Assassin #2 on a spinner rack, and I was just like, oh, who is that? Charles.
I will say, like, our man Bill Sienkiewicz ended up doing a cover for my next Kickstarter comic that's finishing Outbreak Park.
I know.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
And
I was jealous of that.
And even more so, I think you're jealous of the fact that Mother Trucker 3 made it to print before Death Transit 3 made it to print. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry everyone out there.
That's just the way it is.
That's just how it happened.
But there we go.
Yeah. So attracted to the Sienkiewicz
Bill
cover.
Sienkiewicz.
And like because of this, so like I get this into the truck and I just read this thing over and over and over and over again on this trip. It's like a 2-week-long, 3-week-long family trip. And Bill Sienkiewicz probably became the first comic artist name that my parents ever knew.
Really?
Because I said it so often.
Sienkiewicz.
I was like holding this in front of their faces in the front of the car saying, look, I didn't know how to pronounce his name.
I challenge anyone to spell it.
No, well I can now. They probably could.
Can you spell it right now?
Oh yeah. Do you need me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see it. I want to put you on the spot.
It's Sienkiewicz. And I know that because I pronounced it Sienkiewicz.
Oh, Sienkiewicz.
I said,
yeah.
Dad, look at
our
Bill,
buddy Sienkiewicz.
Bill Sienkiewicz. So, yeah, so I picked this up and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
Because like I knew Batman.
Special introduction by Stephen King.
So let's just open
see
this.
that.
Yeah, first of all,
Stephen King gotta say?
The introduction's amazing.
There he is.
Because it's called Why I Chose Batman. And it's basically a whole, it goes into the back.
It would make sense that he's a big Batman fan.
Yeah. He also did the introduction for Dark Knight Return for the collection.
In '86, I would have been 8, and that's when I would have been reading Stephen King, or at least started. Getting close.
I think when I got this, I was probably 11
or
something.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome Stephen King introduction, when basically about like why Batman's awesome because he doesn't have any powers and that kind of thing. Compares him to Superman a lot, but. Didn't know what I was getting into when I bought this because it is, as you said, like a murderer's row of amazing creators on this book.
Okay, so who we got?
We got Art Adams, so written by Doug Monk.
Yep.
We should say at the outset, who also wrote like a bunch of my favorite you can see around here, like my favorite Batman run of the main series with Kelly Jones.
Yep.
Which I loved.
That's awesome. Also, you've got this Magnola.
Yeah.
Death in the Family, Death of Robin comic, and this thing was near and dear to my soul when I was a kid.
Yeah. There's a bunch of Batman stuff around here, including Mazzucchelli.
Oh yeah, there he is.
But yeah, written by Doug, illustrated by Art Adams, Terry Austin, Brian Boland, John Byrne, Paris Cullins, Mike Grell, Mike Kaluta, Carl Kiesel, Joe Kubert, Steve Leialoha, Rick Leonardi, Steve Lytle, Larry Malstead, Bruce Patterson, George Perez, Steve Rude, Bill Sienkiewicz, Ken Steacy, Tom Sutton, Ricardo Villagrán, and Bernie Wrightson.
Oh my God.
In
Oh
one,
my God, you have
one
yeah.
comic.
So you got Art Adams and Bernie Wrightson and Bill Sienkiewicz in one comic,
And John Byrne.
and John Byrne,
Steve Rude.
and Steve Rude,
Rick
and Joe
Leonardi.
Kubert,
Mike Grell,
And,
Mike
yeah,
Kaluta.
the whole
it's,
thing.
It's bonkers.
Brian Boland. Like the whole thing is like absolutely insane. And I mean, Brian Boland did one of my favorite Batmans ever, The Killing Joke.
Killing Joke with Alan Moore.
Yeah, that's that book was one of my favorite things in the universe.
Batman has all these. We're not here to talk about Batman broadly, but
Yeah, no,
as everyone knows,
Yeah.
Batman has like a bunch of perennial
Oh my God.
stories.
Yeah.
That,
But
that are
we're
amazing.
here
Between,
for
like,
400.
Yeah, Killing Joke, Dark Knight Returns,
400.
Year One, blah blah blah, Arkham Asylum,
Yeah.
which is here somewhere too. But yeah, let's get into this because as a kid, like I love comic books, but I have no aspirations to make comics at this point. Right?
Oh yeah.
I'm just like picking this up off the shelf. First off, you got John Byrne. One page of John Byrne. And
That's it?
One page is the opening page, and I still don't actually know how they do this kind of like color.
John Byrne.
stuff.
Was he jumping over? I'm on X-Men, but I'm just going to jump over here for a minute.
This is
do this page.
1986, so I guess John Byrne is probably what is he working on in 1986? Fantastic Four
Sheesh.
stuff,
Maybe.
maybe She-Hulk.
Yeah, that
I
could be.
can't remember. Anyway, yeah, one page of John Byrne sets up our story with this crazy windmill and like the hint of all these villains. You get to see every Batman villain pretty much drawn by John Byrne,
That's awesome.
which is pretty rad. Also, Batman, Robin.
Oh, look
Catwoman.
at Killer Croc down there.
Yep.
That's awesome.
This is a great penguin. These cool faces. Great Joker. I actually struggle. I was like you have to like really hunt for his signature here. I wasn't sure at first who it was. Then we get into Steve Lytle, who I thought was like super solid at the time. Like
Yeah.
I really liked this when I was reading it. Each artist gets about they differ. Like it's like 7 or 8 pages generally. Some segments are shorter. And so it sets up this story where so we start here on Arkham Asylum, and we set up all our villains kind of hanging out. You
Is
got
that the Croc?
this Killer Croc, Mad Hatter, Clayface, Two-Face, Clayface, the Joker, and a bunch of other people. And for some reason, we don't know why, Poison Ivy, the Riddler. I don't know who
nice.
this dude is.
I don't know, but
The
it's Errol
swashbuckler-
Flynn.
Yeah,
Errol Flynn showed
the
up.
Cavalier. I don't know the Cavalier.
I don't know him.
But for some reason, there's an explosion, and everyone is gonna go free, and we get this know your.
But I'll
foes.
say the Cavalier. He's got a devil may care attitude.
Yes. There's another word for that.
Yeah.
So look, they're free, and
that's a dope shot.
someone has set up all their costumes here, ready.
It
for
is
them
so
to-
funny to see everyone's different versions of the Joker go from looking like a regular dude to just like absolutely insane to like literally cutting his face off and stapling it to his skull.
Yeah. Well, look, actually, I was flipping through this, and like the Jim Aparo Joker.
Yeah, it's super elongated.
Yeah,
right?
it's the
He's got, like, a super long face.
super long face.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
which
yeah.
looks like where is it? There's like a couple of examples.
Oh,
this
it's just that opening page where Batman's on the rubble.
Yeah, this is all.
Oh,
awesome.
also, look at this. Look at Batman's face here.
Is that,
Take it
is that-
easy,
that's
Robin.
Jason Todd fighting him.
Yeah.
I love Jim Aparo. Jim Aparo Batman. But where is it? There's like a really good.
Yeah, look. Just
Yeah,
like
there's
look
like
at his face.
super crazy long face Joker. Look kind of like the Garcia Lopez.
Yeah, and he
style
kind of
guide
reminds
stuff.
me. He kind of reminds me of Evil Dead. I
Yeah.
think there's like a scene in Evil Dead where
Oh no, Robin. What
Bruce
happened?
gets his face all stretched. Oh, Robin's dead.
Here he is. Look at this. Like,
Yeah, like look at
crazy.
that super elongated face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, so all the crooks get freed, and now we're into a George Perez section. I don't know if you were like a big
I
George.
was not a
Perez guy.
George Perez guy too much, but like
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
wasn't
back and
either,
checking
like-
it out a bit now.
I liked. So when I was like getting more into comics, probably like around this year when I was back at school, the kids in my class were playing the like Teen Titans was out.
Yeah.
The new Teen Titans with Marv Wolfman and George Perez, which is where I kind of really discovered George Perez and fell in love with him. But like the kids, someone was bringing to school it was like a DC role-playing game. And then I think it like heavily featured the Teen Titans.
Okay.
And so like that's where I learned about all those characters. That's where I learned about Nightwing.
And did George Perez do the game?
George Perez did all the, I think he did a bunch of artwork.
He had the craziest following. Like when he passed, like, oh my God, people were just like destroyed en masse.
He was
like
Perez was a
very popular creator.
Well, he was a titan of the comics industry in terms of like he was up there with like Byrne.
Oh yeah,
as like the top artists in comics, and between Crisis and Teen Titans, like those were the things I knew him from.
Oh yeah, Crisis was awesome.
Yeah, but like he did like a ton of work on Avengers. He did like a ton of stuff at Marvel before that. But yeah, I knew him mostly from DC stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So to see, like, it's cool to see him just doing a Batman story here.
Oh, there he is again. Is that the Cavalier?
That's the Cavalier. Look how great his Joker is.
It's the best. It's really good.
No one can cram a page full of characters like George Perez.
Nope. Also, he's got that crazy, Joker's got that crazy face. Joker always looked like this in the 80s. Like if you got a toy of Joker, he had like this crazy elongated
He had the crazy long face, sometimes a hat, and the hair that kind of came out on the sides.
Yeah.
It kind of spiked out on the sides. Yeah. So you get a bunch of Perez.
That's great.
And it looks like, talk about bang for your buck here. Look at this kitchen shot.
He's going bonkers,
like he just went to town on this, like a giant wide shot of the kitchen.
Does this not like give you Kurt Swan vibes? Like these faces here, kind of.
Kinda. They
get a
look.
real
They
Kurt Swan
have a.
vibe from
This
them.
especially has like a very classical kind of look. Look, he's got every character in this small vertical panel.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how you manage that.
Magnifying glass.
Who inked him on this? I think he inked himself. That's amazing.
Nuts.
Yeah. So lots of Perez, and then you go to Paris.
Do we remember why there's red here?
Oh, I think they're just
that thing
just
again?
registration marks, I think, or color mark, printer
I always
marks.
forget what those are.
Yeah. I don't know Paris Cullins, but it's more set up. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So this was like this is like a slap in the face. Like I got to this, and between like the drawing and even the color, the lettering he did himself, like this is my introduction to
Bill.
introduction to Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen his
Look at this
his
wild
new,
shot
new,
right
new,
here.
This shot. So I had we had like a little table that my dad built in the back of our there's a back seat of the truck.
Yeah.
There's like a little cab, and he built this like fold out table for us. So because when we were on long trips, we could draw and read and stuff. And I just had paper out all the time, and I just drew this Sienkiewicz Batman stuff over and over and over.
Oh,
I think
crazy.
this is
That
where
shot is
I
wild.
trained myself
Yeah.
to draw upshots of people.
Yeah.
Or at least that's where
Darwin
I
Cook
started.
always used to tell me, never draw an upshot, kid. And I'd be like, why? And he'd be like, they look ugly.
Unless you're Bill Sienkiewicz.
And so, like, I challenge you to find upshots in Darwin's work.
Yeah,
He hated it.
It's like the
Especially on a woman.
the Mignola down
Yeah.
shot.
He'd
which
be like,
you'll
you want to
never
make a
see.
girl look ugly?
Yeah.
Shoot her from below. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, I got to disagree with that. I think there's some great.
If you can
upshots.
do it well, it takes
like Pepe Larraz.
talent. Yeah, he's good at it.
He's like made a whole career of drawing upshots of women that are
Oh
amazing.
yeah. The idea is you don't draw the chin line.
Yeah.
If you're doing an upshot of a woman, you don't draw her chin line really. You just like suggest it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kind of want to do a
move.
Pepe Larraz episode. Just
Yeah, we should do Pepe Larraz for sure.
Amazing.
So what set a fire under your ass to start doing this? Why were you getting
Well, I wanted to do comics like forever. Like since I was a teenager, I thought I was gonna be like a real like scrappy individual. I was gonna draw my own comics. Essentially, I think at a certain point when I was like 20, 21, I came across I think it was like the third issue of Paul Pope's 100%. I'm like, I'm gonna be that guy. Like, I'm gonna be Paul Pope. And then, it became readily apparent that I couldn't draw well enough or fast enough. So I was like, well, that's probably not gonna happen. So I love drawing, but it's been hours on a single panel, and and it's still not very good. So I'm like, well, that's probably not gonna happen for me. So, but I was involved in message boards back in the day. There's Enter Void was a big one. It was on like James Stoke and Marley Zocone came out of there. Corey Lewis had several. There was like Hugo and Gingerbox and stuff like that. But I hooked up with a friend of mine, Sheldon Vella, who's an artist out of Australia, and he was looking for something to draw. And I was like, well, I can write a script. Sure, it's no problem. And I wrote a script for him, and he eventually drew it, and we just kind of, you know, became friends, and we would make these like extremely stupid, like violent, anarchic comics. But Sheldon was always a much better artist than I was a writer. And he had like the real hustle. He'd go from Australia, he'd go and do the conventions, meet with editors and like hustle and stuff. And he'd eventually got picked up by Marvel to do some anthology stuff. So do like 8 pages here, 8 pages there. And they brought him in to do an 8-page story for X-Men So Detect back in, it came out in 2010. And he emailed me, he's like, listen, the concept of this story is that an X-Men character, non-X-Men character, they team up and they have an adventure for 8 pages. He's like, I don't know any of these characters, so why don't you write this for me, and then, you know, we'll both get paid, etc. And I thought it was great. I mean, we did that. It was Dazzler, Daughters of the Dragon team up, and that was like my first published work ever, and first paid work, you know.
Okay, so know your foes. I have to admit, there were times in this sequence that I didn't know what the hell was going on. Just because of the way Bill is like composed. Like, is this there's a bat screeching, and obviously something breaks its neck. And I think this is the bat being thrown either at Batman or I guess past him, because it lands on here. Anyway, there's a dead bat. Ra's al Ghul shows up, and now you start getting some like amazing.
It's funny, like they were like, "Can you draw the Batcave?" Oh, snap! Wicked.
Yeah.
There we go. And so this is crazy, but the Ralph, like Steadman, this shot here gives me like serious like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas vibes.
Yeah,
like,
well,
really
this is like
Steadman,
looks like
Steadman
acid
vibes.
trip cartooning.
Yeah,
right?
but it
Like-
definitely is like reminiscent of like that artist.
Like, look at these little teeth
Oh yeah,
and
it's
like the
awesome.
exaggerated cartooning of
Yeah,
the
I
faces.
love it.
Angriest Batman I've ever seen. Like
Yeah.
just he's literally shaking with rage
Yeah, he's pretty pissed.
half the time.
Yeah.
I also think like he ushered in this. I mean, this kind of like shoulder cape, curly.
Oh,
like,
yeah, the curly
Like I say,
cape?
like Norm Brayfogel's doing it here. Like a few
Oh
years,
yeah.
a few years
Do
later.
you think he's the guy that started the
Like here.
that? Did he start? Did Sienkiewicz start that?
Like, I don't know. I was 11 years old, but I hadn't seen it done before that. Like there was a like a ragged, torn abstraction to the cape that Sienkiewicz was doing here that I'd never seen. This kind of body language.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, I don't
That's
know
awesome.
what it's amazing. Like, do you have? This is an example for me of like, you know, when you encounter an artist or a piece of art or something, and you are just immediately in love with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that's what happened to me. Like I had no context for this.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd read comics forever, but like this was something that was completely foreign, and like just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I just like fell for it immediately.
Oh yeah.
And it was
yeah,
all I
yeah.
wanted to do or imitate.
I totally like blanked on Sienkiewicz for years until I got the what's that TV show that's like Johnny Quest, by Doc Hammer and the other guy.
Oh, the Venture Brothers?
Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
He did, like, Sienkiewicz did all the wraparound stuff on the Venture Brothers, like, DVD
Oh, okay.
sets.
Yeah, I don't have those.
And they were just, like, the coolest, like the coolest cover art for something ever on those DVDs. And from then on, I was like, who is this artist? And then I was like, oh, Sienkiewicz. And then I was like, oh, this guy. And that kind of, like, opened the door
Yeah.
for me, like, really getting into Sienkiewicz's work.
Man, like between, like he's a whole episode really.
Oh, yeah,
like
for sure.
Between this and Elektra,
Yeah.
and Daredevil, like there's amazing. So I want to just talk about Stray Toasters too. What I'm wondering, while looking at this now, is so I'm on this family trip. I picked this up, but like Dark Knight Returns must be coming out concurrently. It's 1986. Like this is
Ooh,
like
yeah.
this is October of '86, I think, and also the fact that like Stephen King is doing introductions in both. I
Oh,
think,
okay. So when you flip the page, just that right there.
Yeah. Look at the
Heavy duty,
these.
man.
Look at these arms. I drew
So
this a
cool.
lot. Like here's this. I think this down shot feels like it was maybe miscolored. Like I can't tell.
Maybe
if that's
where it goes,
like-
or there's just a tangent into the cape.
Not
Yeah.
only that, but like where his eyes colored here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, love this. Drew this a million times. But yeah, I also love this, how he's just like, he's got these two talking, mostly in silhouette, against this giant backdrop of the penny.
Yeah.
Seems he just wanted to.
This shot here, like this leg would bother the crap out of me if I was drawing it.
This feels like it was cropped.
This one looks amazing. There's something about like when I'm drawing and I'm drawing like looking straight down at the character, the farther away leg, I nail 100% of the time, and the one that's closer, I always fuck up.
Because it looks like it screws up the perspective.
Yeah, yeah, it's a harder leg to get in perspective in this shot.
Yeah.
That's why this one looks. Maybe he did too, but like that's why that one looks spot on, and this one looks a little funky.
Yeah, like there's no real need.
Yeah, like I want to have this pointy toe thing on here going this way.
It feels like it might have been there and got
yeah,
dropped.
and then like see how the leg tapers in like this real hard. It doesn't here. I'd want to see that taper happen here. But these are like the mathematical problems. Like every piece of anatomy that we're doing it when we're drawing it, to me is a math problem. And like this is one of the most difficult math problems that you can get. Like that
Well,
leg
there's a
in
lot
that
of crazy
shot.
stuff going. Look at the abdominal
The
muscle.
business.
It's just like a lot of lines, kind of meaningless lines, but it works. This is the angriest shot of Batman on the phone.
Oh yeah,
ever.
it's really good.
He's like this is.
He looks like a
neck
demon.
muscles.
Yeah, because all you see is his teeth.
Yeah.
But that's unreal good. That's amazing. Obviously, like the cover he did for this is like he was thinking about that shot.
I don't know who colored this. I don't know if it's the same colors on the whole thing, but like the colors on the Sienkiewicz chunk are.
Is this the
especially
first time
good.
you saw Sienkiewicz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at his arm.
Yeah. So this comic right here is super important to you.
Yes, extremely. Like this face I drew a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You can see actually in this face, you can see where Sienkiewicz comes from.
That also like
comes from the
reminds me
Neil
of
Adams
Texera.
school.
Like
Yeah,
that totally
Texera
reminds
too.
me of Tex.
But this,
yeah.
because Sienkiewicz, when he came into the industry, was just doing like a straight Neil Adams.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you can see it in this face.
Yeah.
But it's got more like, it's got more of the build.
I wonder if over the years this thing bled out a little. It looks a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
They both do. It's kind of cool. It's giving it like a cool look to it. I dig it.
Yeah. So this, look how mad he is. He knocks over his own
good.
penny, his giant penny.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, he's like quaking with anger here. So like just like the
You know what he's got to
The
do to
strain.
lift a penny like that and get it to balance when it's that big?
no.
It's no easy feat. Maybe Superman does it. You call Superman, it's like, dude, I got this problem in the Batcave. You fix it. It's like an interior decorating problem, but
No,
like maybe
I
you
think
can.
Alfred gets a crew.
Oh,
in there,
you know, he
like a
buys
blindfolded
Superman like
crew.
a beer or whatever, or a glass of milk, and then Superman comes over and puts that back and balances it, and he's like, "We're like, don't invite me back here to do this."
Okay, so this is the last page of Bill Sienkiewicz. Then you turn the page, and what do you get?
What do we got now?
You get a bunch of pages of Arthur Adams.
Oh,
And again,
Pinocchio.
Again, had no idea who Arthur Adams was.
Oh, this is your first time seeing Arthur
also,
Adams.
first time seeing most of this stuff,
Oh my God.
or at least like seeing it in a way that I could
I
absorb.
feel
and
like I had a
appreciate.
toy Batmobile
This
that
is
looked
the
like this.
Superpowers Batmobile.
It's the Superpowers Batmobile.
like
Yeah.
he's straight up drawing the Superpowers.
So I have a
Batmobile.
story to tell you. So when I was a kid, and this line of DC toys came out.
You're squeezing their legs.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of them for Christmas, and the Batmobile. But on Christmas Eve, when my parents were upstairs cooking, I must have been 4 or 5. I opened all my presents, like on my own. Just like I was watching TV downstairs by the Christmas tree. They left me down there. I opened my presents, and we used to have a fireplace that had a metal top. It wasn't like a stove, but a
no.
metal top. Yeah, and I
This is
melted
going.
like my Christmas presents.
Oh man.
And then they were like, "Oh, I guess you don't get any Christmas presents." And my dad had bought a Castle Grayskull to give away to kids, and he did. And I knew that there was a Castle Grayskull upstairs too. It was just like the worst Christmas.
Oh, so the category is called.
So I melted all my
go away.
toys
Yeah.
by being a bad kid and opening my presents, but then the Castle Grayskull also went away.
It's very sad.
It was sad.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
never had that Batmobile, but I wanted it.
Well, that one,
Did you keep the melted
Melted.
thing? Was
No.
it like completely melted?
it was quite melted.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like tires into like the body melted. and then I was playing with the figures on the top, and like they melted. Yeah,
I still have my
it's a real bummer.
Superpowers
But like now
figures.
that I'm looking at it, I remember everything about it. I think I got it again, maybe like for my birthday, like
I would probably buy
4 or
this
5
toy
months
again.
later.
Anyway,
Because I remember owning it, because I think you could press these lights and they did something. If I remember.
this is not only Arthur Adams, but it's Arthur Adams and Terry Austin.
Holy
So like
moly.
again, you're just smacked in the face by
Yeah, we're
how
on
cool
fire.
this is. Completely different from Sienkiewicz, but again, as a kid who knows nothing, I see this and I'm like, this is really appealing. I don't know why it's appealing, but yeah, it's like hyper detailed. It's stylized in that Art Adams way, like his figures, his body proportions. Like Robin's got a plate of sandwiches here.
You can also feel like the early image starting to come out here. Like
Yeah,
where
this-
the
this,
early image guys came from.
for sure,
Obviously,
for sure.
Art Adams was like a big influence there.
Well, especially like if you think about his X-Men work. Like it
Yeah,
has- it
like
all
on the
has
next
this sort of
page,
feel.
this drawing of Killer Croc, that gesture is perfect.
Yeah. And very like what you'd see from Jim Lee later.
Totally awesome.
Look at his face.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really, really well done.
Yeah. Anyway, fell in love with this. He has this whole fight in this this old.
I'm
wharf-
pretty sure I see
wharf
Art
club.
Adams this weekend in Portland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I should go tell him that we talked about his
He's on Ink
story.
this week or next week, I think.
I think so.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Like okay, so well again, like here you can see where Liefeld's coming from too.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
totally.
Lief-
The
that's
mouth,
like
that
that's
looks like a
halfway to a
Liefeld mouth.
Liefeld face.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just this sort of approach to the characters, this amazing Poison Ivy. So, fell in love with this also, and it's why I
Art
like
Adams. Art Adams goes on to draw like the coolest ladies ever.
this. Yeah,
Like maybe 5-10 years from here, like every time he draws a girl is like the coolest thing you've ever seen. Like there's a weird melding of when I see Art Adams' later career and when I think about Mark Schultz. I don't know whether I just kept their books together all the time, but like when I look at one, I like see the other.
well, there's a similar kind of pin-up girl quality.
Yeah, it's like a pinup girl quality. Yeah. Mark Brooks does that. Not Mark Brooks. Mark Schultz does that cool thing where he gets his brushes to the point where they break in two, and then he inks so it looks like two lines. It's got like a real cool feathered look to all his brush stuff. When I saw him a few years ago at Heroes, I mentioned it. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Mark,
yeah.
how do you get your brushes like that? He's like, oh, I have a whole pile of them. I wait for them to get like that, and then I keep them in a thing. And I was like, oh, that's
Does
awesome.
he ink certain things like with that?
Yeah. Like you'll be able to tell. Kind of like the way
hair?
Aldred's
Or
or Mike,
just, like,
Mike
textures?
Allred's wife colors, leaving like a fuzziness to the outside that's either the colored pencils or something. It has that feel. There's like a weird fuzziness to Mark Schultz stuff.
Interesting.
But I don't know why, but I put Art Adams and him in my brain together quite a bit. I think it's the pinup-y thing. But yeah, that Robin right there,
The
that's a Liefeld face.
yeah, for sure.
Also, it's who's this cat guy? What's the cat guy's name again?
it's
Is he
Catman.
Catman?
It's
He's just
Catman.
Catman? All right. I love the silhouette on Catwoman over in this page. Where is it?
It's the next.
Oh, it's the
page.
next one. I went too
We're
far.
going the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool too.
And that's the 80s Catwoman, right? She had like the headpiece with the long hair and she was wearing a dress.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
I
yeah,
don't know
that's
when
right
that
there.
one
in front of me.
started.
Yeah, right there. There we go.
he does a lot of these down.
I thought that
shots,
one
too.
was cool. I thought that costume was cool. Obviously, the next iteration, it's like going into like, I think, Cook. Cook then changed it to...
After this, it was.
Yeah,
I
who's
don't
after
remember
this?
exactly.
that it goes from this outfit to
Well, this is
Darwin
86,
Cook's.
so you got a while.
Yeah, there must have been like a... Because Darwin's not till the 2000s.
Tom Sutton, I don't know as well. Tom Sutton and Ricardo Villagran.
This is one of the few times that we have two issues of the comic, and I can actually
know.
sit here and look at it at the same time.
It's because this is the one I bought. Oh, I love this one too. Again, Steve Leialoha, who I feel like no one talks about enough, but
Yeah.
I love his work. I love the kind of
This
angularity
is
of it.
fantastic right here. This gesture right here. This is what I try and strive for in all of my panels. I try and find, I want to make my gestures look real. So the gestures should the gestures should be like a moment in time that's very human and real.
Not just a static pose.
Yeah, not just a static pose that I think a character looks like. Like I want to capture the reality of something. So a lot of times you got to find reference to get that. He definitely found reference for this.
Yeah,
to get that
that's
shot.
a great shot too.
That's a great shot too.
Don't you feel like this is a bit of a precursor to a lot of the like animated influence that we've got in later years and have now?
Yeah, I would think
it's,
so.
It's kind of more open. It's more expressive in a way. It feels like almost like he might have been doing storyboards or something.
Yeah, I think so. Like when you go to the next page, oof, that's a panel and a half. Yeah. That, not so much. See how that feels stiff?
Yeah,
this is what I'm getting at.
Yep.
This is what I'm getting at. And this is what I don't like. This is, he was just like, ran out of time, and this feels unnatural. Right?
Well, it feels like a rigid body.
Yeah, it just feels, but this body would not be rigid when it's being grabbed by someone like that.
As opposed to this.
As opposed to this, as opposed to this.
This feels like someone in mid-run.
Yeah, these are all very natural poses, and he just kind of gave up here and just drew it, and it's incredibly stiff. And
I'm ashamed to say I don't know.
Like
I've enjoyed Steve Lailo's work over a bunch of different things, but I couldn't give you examples. Like I don't remember what else he's done. I think he did
like this one's kind of like a kind of silly panel too.
Yeah.
Like we got these brilliant panels, and then there's just two panels that are kind of like, oh, I'm running out of time.
Our man Joe Kubert,
okay,
doing some of the best creepy wharf stuff ever.
Oh,
like look at this haze and mist.
Let's just talk about the coloring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, wow. That is some coloring and a half. Like oh my gosh.
Yeah, everything. Look, like,
and this is before computer coloring, so it's like,
well before.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well
whoever colored him is a painting genius.
This is a great sequence. It's an amazing establishing shot. Like, look at the lighting from the windows and the cast shadows.
I know almost all colorists that are modern colorists would never come up with that color scheme in a panel. That is brilliant. Like that sort of like very green, brown with some blue, with the green
the
water.
whole thing's like that.
Yeah, the whole like this color scheme. No modern comic artist is going to come up with something that brilliant.
And imagine like everything has in this wharf scene has this sickly green kind of cast to it, which gives it so much atmosphere.
It reminds me of like Amelie a little.
Yeah. Anyway, great Kubert storytelling.
Oh yeah.
Batman's gonna beat some fools with this.
Oh,
paddle.
that reminds me. I want to do Kubert Enemy Ace.
Yeah.
Got to do Kubert Enemy Ace. That's like one of my favorite books.
I've seen video of Kubert inking stuff, and I just love, like, have you seen those? Where he's talking while he's inking, talking about the choices he's making and like how he's really just like, he's just, all of his ink lines are just to emphasize form. Like it's very sketchy, but he's just doing things that will emphasize volume and of like
brilliant.
An arm or a leg. And you can see it all here. Like
it's
when
brilliant.
He's inking Batman here. Yeah, so good. And then you end the Kubert section. And then you got Ken Steacy, and I really like this too. Like this reminds me of like kind of like 50s.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I really dig this.
Doesn't these two panels in Joe Kubert's thing remind you of Toth?
Yeah.
Jordi Bernay or Toth? Like these two panels? Like
this.
wow. Yeah.
I like this section too. Like completely different, but still really dig it. I think maybe because I like this sort of like kind of graphic design element of how he's drawing Batman, but also I think nostalgically it reminds me of like old coloring books and stuff that I had.
Killer Croc is in almost every one of these stories, and
just
has
hugging
he
people
even
all
been in
over
a
the place.
movie yet? Have we done Killer Croc yet?
He's been in video games.
Was he in Suicide Squad? That first Suicide Squad movie, maybe?
I don't think I even saw it.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen. I consider Suicide Squad #1 the worst
said that about a lot of
film.
movies.
No, that one is like my #1 worst film ever made. Just everything about Suicide Squad #1 is a nightmare. Okay, Comic Hunter. Here we go. All right, let's go, honey.
What's your tally today? Don't tell my wife. This is probably immediately going to go in the show because I was like, don't tell my wife. She's my wife, show? Yeah, no. Those from the dollar bin, right? Yeah, dollar bin. Yep. Just blur your face out and like drop your voice and go. Who else would be wearing that Metallica t-shirt?
Oh, here we go. Rick Leonardi.
Oh, there we go. He's the man.
Again, Rick Leonardi,
Yep.
kind of like almost from like the same school as Art Adams,
Yeah.
but like with like more of an angular line and different choices.
Yeah, like look at this face.
Yeah, I love Leonardi too. He did
Yeah,
a lot
he's
of
great.
X-Men fill-ins,
So dope.
but I really
Whoa.
liked his.
Whoa.
Have you moved on?
Is the
already?
Cavalier back?
Oh, I hope so.
I need to know more about the Cavalier after this episode. If you're watching the show right now, in the comments, tell us more about the Cavalier. We don't know this dude. Not very well.
No, not well
And
enough.
is that Deadshot? Do we have Deadshot
I
back
don't-
there?
Oh yeah, I didn't even see him there.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. Anyway, yeah.
Also,
lots of
great
Rick Leonardi.
Penguin. Wow. Penguin looks great. in
I really like this
story.
Batman. That reminds me of like, classically.
It's got a really wacky face.
I love it.
Yeah, super long face. Look at
Yeah.
my long face. Hey, Batman, why the long face?
I like this Robin too, and Natalia. Anyway, Rick Leonardi.
Brilliant. Oh, and then we get into my favorite.
Oh man, look at so like Brian Boland. Obviously,
If we were going to talk about Brian Boland, like, yes, we would talk about The Killing Joke, but I would spend the whole thing on his Judge Dredd run.
Mm-hmm.
I have that giant Brian Boland Judge Dredd book that is my like pride and joy.
Brian Boland is one of
and-
those guys that I would just buy covers for. Like
Yep.
if a book had a Brian Boland cover, I'd just buy
Yeah.
it.
He's one of my favorite all-time favorite comic artists. Brian Boland is on fire.
Look at the atmosphere in this.
Yeah,
this,
like okay, so when you
this like silhouette and this stormy sky. Good lord.
I need to have a sign above my desk that just says silhouette.
Yeah,
So that I
it's
because I
hard to-
never do them.
Don't you always
I
feel
always
like you're
forget
cheating?
to do them.
When I do them, I always
Yeah,
feel like,
but they
oh,
work.
Well, it's not just that they work; it's that like they're real. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we-
yeah.
like
Absolutely.
as like in general everyday life, we see a lot of dark
this is
shapes and
brilliant.
silhouettes.
Yeah.
So it feels like a cheat because you're saving time or something, but it's actually not easy
at
to
this.
do a great
Look at that.
a great silhouette.
Holy.
Oh, look at that! It's an upshot.
Holy hell. Yeah, but like the lighting on that upshot
Yeah.
is insanely good.
This whole scene is amazing.
Wow.
Like again, I didn't even know who Raj Al Ghul was before this comic. So it was my introduction to
Look at
a
this
lot of these
super
characters.
awkward shading through like kind of
that-
half of Batman's face.
Is that a cast,
I like it, but
is
it's
that a
weird.
cast shadow?
Yeah, it's
from
meant to
him?
be a cast shadow onto Batman, but it just looks
another one
weirdly
here.
awkward.
There's a lot of cast shadows.
Yeah, it just looks like kind of weird and awkward. Brilliant.
This
Brilliant.
is when did Killing Joke come out? This
I
must
think of
be-
all the artists that I've been like evolving into, I see myself kind of more evolving into like some sort of like Brian Boland kind of style. At least on a bunch of my work.
I think the Killing Joke was a couple of years after this.
Yeah.
Someone probably like
But that's
did
awesome.
this and
I feel like
someone-
there was a shot of like Gordon or like after his daughter got shot where she looked like that. He looked like this.
Yeah. Also,
It's
this
either
looks
the
amazing
Joker or
on
Gordon.
newsprint. I'm gonna
Oh, it's so
I'm
good.
gonna die on
like,
that hill again.
Yeah. Newsprint, always.
Uh,
I mean, if we were given an insane amount of money, I'm talking like millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, would it not be dope to set up our own newsprint printer?
Yeah, well, I think
Like,
you can
if
still
we
get it done,
had
but
the-
I think they were printed on these big drum
Sure, but
roll
like
printers.
if like money was no object, like
Yeah.
why not just build that?
You can actually get like
In the
pretty
comments,
close.
if you're a billionaire right now, hook us up because we want to build a printing
Is
press
this-
that
is that
does
what you're talking
newsprint.
about?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Brutal.
Building our own printing press that did newsprint would be the coolest thing ever. Old school style.
Cool back muscles.
It'd be really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
This is an interesting page. Like it's a
Yeah.
double page splash, but it's like. It's,
yeah, you
it's
know what this
weirdly
is? This
broken.
is like a really hardcore. Oh no, it's a. What do you call that
Is it a
again?
wrestling
It's a
move?
wrestling move.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm having a. I'm having a brain fart. Like I thought for a second it was like him chucking him out of a German, but really it's just like when you throw the guy off the ropes and you bend down and throw him over. And I'm having like a brain fart as to what we call the move again.
Look at the ripples in this Lazarus pit water.
Oh, it's so cool.
Also, that's a real natural looking run too. You wouldn't get that now.
He's Mr. Natural.
Everyone would
Yeah.
like do a
That's why I love him. I think that's where I get
Batman.
it. Is like Brian Boland is always like trying to capture a real natural, realistic gesture in what he's doing.
Yeah, still got Boland here with the ending of this story.
And that's the end. Then we get into like
And
this
then
weird sort of
pinups.
cover gallery and pinups.
So
Yeah.
you got yourself some Mike Grell here.
Oh yeah. Who's the next guy? Steve Rude?
No, this is Kaluta.
Kaluta.
The Kaluta
and
one I thought
Bernie
I like Mike
Wrightson.
Kaluta a lot, but this one I found kind of I think because of the coloring.
The Bernie Wrightson one's really weird.
The Wrightson one I would never have
No.
guessed was Wrightson.
No, and it also looks like he didn't. This is not one of his best. He didn't like spend a lot of time on this puppy. Also, it's really weird because it's just like this awkward knee coming out of his chest.
Yeah, it's hard
It's just
to imagine
it's just
this,
like
this
if you
anatomy.
were to squint, you're like, what's wrong with this guy's chest? And you're like, oh, he's got a knee, but then it also looks like there's like a clay face on his knee.
I don't have a problem with the knee, but like the way this cape is cropped here, kind of.
I think for this thing to work properly, this knee is not the right size for the perspective, and you needed to show more of it for this thing to work.
One of the coolest illustrations in the whole book is this Steve Rude.
Oh yeah, this is brilliant.
Look at the lighting on this.
Steve Rude's on fire. In
Also
this one.
great colors.
Yep. Also, I love the.
Yeah, he's spinning this thing.
Yeah.
Like almost looks like lightning flash lighting and bad guys hanging
That's
from
awesome.
a hook.
That's
Pretty,
where they
pretty
belong.
amazing.
That's where they belong.
Yeah.
Those bad guys.
And then the end of the Stephen King thing, and you got yourself. Here's the back of the Sienkiewicz, or the Sienkiewicz cover with no.
Oh, that's what you want.
Yeah, with no logo treatment.
Look
on
how
it.
beautiful that is. This Bill, you're the man.
Just killed it. So we can see the front and back here. Yeah, so that's why this book's a big deal to me. It was not only like a really cool Batman story, but it introduced me at a formative time to a
all
whole
these
bunch
new artists.
of amazing artists. It
And
was
all artists that were very unique and one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt like it should have been handed out as a primer to
none of these
aspiring illustrators.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did Wednesday Comics, and it has that feel. You know what I mean? You're basically going through a thing with like the murderous row of the best, and this is the generation before them.
Yeah.
Or maybe the generation before them, right? 'Cause
Generation. This is
before
a
Jim Lee.
generation before the Image
Yeah,
guys.
so
Yeah.
you would have gone these guys in Batman 400 to the Image Boys to what became Wednesday Comics.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And then now it's different. All different again.
Yeah, now it's different. Yeah.
So yeah, Batman. I mean, we'd again. I want to talk a lot more about a bunch of things. I'd like to talk more about all the Kelly Jones stuff later.
Yeah.
And I'd like to talk more about Sienkiewicz.
Yeah, and I just want to say that Mother Trucker 3 is finally finished, and it's about to be boxed up and shipped out.
Yeah.
Probably going to cost me an arm and a leg because of tariffs, but like
a little
away
scared.
it goes.
The Sienkiewicz cover you got is not for Mother Trucker, though.
No, it's for Outbreak Park, which is up next.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get Mother Trucker out the
We
door.
should,
Then we got to go through Outbreak Park.
We should flash a picture of that on the screen.
Oh, we
so
will.
people-
And it's a
people
gorgeous
see it.
cover. It basically looks like this cover, but it's like a zombie girl sort of like reaching forward.
Is
And
it colored?
It's all white background.
Yeah.
It's a white background, and she's painted, and she's kind of coming forward with like her zombie claws, and she's like wildly attractive for a zombie.
Every zombie in that book is
Yeah,
wildly
yeah, yeah.
attractive.
Yeah, all my zombies are hot in that book because that was the deal. I was like, what if I had just made zombies like really hot? That was like you're like, ew. Yeah. So yeah, we have that going. You're about ready to get into printing.
Yeah, I'm
Death Transit
almost ready to
3.
print Death Transit number 3.
It's too bad it didn't come out before Mother Trucker 3, but
Yeah.
then it's
Maybe
great.
next time.
Maybe
I can
next time.
keep hoping.
Yeah, and then we have number 4. We're going to be working on our 4s. Thunderhead just wrapped, so we're going to be shipping Thunderhead with Wes Craig.
It's ready to go.
And,
it should ship around the same time as the Mother Trucker.
Yeah, and then we also are introducing Terror Rat.
Yeah, more on that later.
Yeah, more on that later. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. That was Batman 400.
I would agree that this is one of the best Batman comics of all time.
Yeah.
For sure.
I didn't know what I had in my sweaty little hands when I
you did
bought
it.
but
Yeah.
there it is.
That's a
It is.
slap of nostalgia.
I'll just
right
buy
in the
it
face.
anytime I see it. I'll just buy a copy of it.
No one is doing a Batman cover this good today.
No.
No one. Yep. All right.
Present company included.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Till next time.
Terror Rat is an experiment gone wrong, and he's just out for vengeance. Terror Rat came about through a problem I had with an uninvited guest in my home, and no matter what I did, I could not catch it. So I'm watching this thing. I was up late at night watching this thing just run through my house, and the word terror came to my brain. So I combined the words terror and rat, and that's how the character was born.